Okay guys, it's the next night and I want to go to a Ionity. Now there's an Ionity right here, but it doesn't show it on the map. I mean, there's Ionity, but it's showing like one in Zagreb, Istria, but not the one I want. So there's filters here and I've said I want something above 100. Now I think I'll have to manually precondition the battery, and that is in energy and battery preheating. So I'm gonna say yes to manual preheat. And I've passed 300 kilometers. I have just enough percentage to get there. So this range will go down because I need to go to the freeway. So going there. Now guys, I gotta say I'm really disappointed at audio system in this car. It is like okay, even maybe we can say it's good, but it's not good as Tesla's. It's just doesn't have this depth or strength. One thing that is great is the suspension. Man, this car is way better than my Legacy Model 3. Even with the new suspension, this suspension is really great. And everything about this car is great, besides the automatic headlights, which are trash. So this car needs matrix headlights. The infotainment should have like working search for the charging stations, and definitely it should show percentage when you type in a destination, so you know how much battery will be arriving. Well guys, at 10% you get a warning to charge your battery. Well guys, you can see the Tesla chargers. The Ionity is here in the back behind the Shell gas station. I'm on 7%, past 26 kilometers. Oh, look at that, there's another seal here. Okay, so let's plug in and see the charging curve. So there's a Model Y with a trailer in the background. There's more and more EVs now on the road, definitely in Croatia. So you can see the cameras backing up. Yeah, it should be fine. So I just heard that the preconditioning has stopped, but I heard a little buzz sound when it was on. Now you need to remove these covers, which are kind of pointless if you ask me. But hey, okay, I'll need two hands for this one. This big boy is on this cable latch. Okay, there we go. And let's start the charging. I think we had enough preconditioning time. You heard a click on the big boxes there in the background. And the handshake is a bit long. Tesla just starts immediately. Anyways, more clicks. There we go. Let's see how much power we're gonna pull. 96. Wow, okay, it's going up slowly. Okay, the max on this car is 150. It is pretty cold wind here, Buddha wind. So the interesting thing, this light goes off when it's charging. Not sure why. There's no like green light, 97. I was hoping like to see 100 or whatever, but let's see in the car. So this is still at 97. I'm wondering how much these guys are pulling with their BYD, but it's also Seal. Okay, let's see the charging speed. So the screen here. So yeah, it says the same here, 96. Getting more power. So the battery pack should be heating up, letting in more power. Because we're still at a low state of charge. This is an LFP battery, but yeah, I did charge here the Geely's EX5 and also had an LFP battery. It was less, it was like around 60 kilowatt hour battery. This one's 80. Okay, nice to see that this is finally going up. But we are nicely starting to pull more power, 110 at 20%, so definitely battery is heating up. Fingers crossed we come to 150 before we hit 50%, hopefully. Wanted to check here the energy. So you can only see this, and these are the only menus. So there's nothing on the main screen about charging. I mean, this is not a Tesla, that's fine. But yeah, the only charging menu is right here. So pulling 120 now, so that's good. Okay, since I have time to kill, it is disappointing that this doesn't have some sort of entertainment. You cannot play games, you cannot watch TV shows, or at least YouTube. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when it's like winter and maybe the gas station ain't working, there are scenarios where you come and there's just chargers. There's absolutely zero amenities, so nothing. And you need to spend here an hour. I mean, if you want to hit 100%, right? Because this also doesn't have a slider to like set max charging to 50 or 70 or 80, doesn't matter. Since it's an LFP, it doesn't have that slider. I mean, I think even in Tesla, you do have the slider. There's just like no recommendation for like trip and daily. But with this, you don't have that option, and you don't have anything on this screen, which is a shame. It's just like a missed opportunity. Maybe, yeah, if you go here, if you have it a USB, you can play a video, I guess, and you can go full screen when something's on. But yeah, the fact you can't watch YouTube is just boring. I'm not sure if Apple CarPlay has anything of that. Maybe the new generation will have. I don't have the new iOS. Yeah, but interesting. Anyways, we are pulling 130 now, so getting close to that 150. So we just jumped to 145, and I just remembered that we started in 30 or 31. So we are charging almost 50 minutes, and we're on 40%, which is not too bad. But maybe if I preheated the battery earlier, but it was just not that long drive, it was like 20-minute drive to get here. Maybe it would be faster from the start. Definitely on Teslas, it's faster from the start. The handshake is faster, and it just pulls out max power. And it does preheat because you navigate to it. This one, you can't navigate to this one. It's not on the map for some reason. I think it was same with the other model. Excuse me, with the Geely, not with the BYD. getting close to that top charging speed that's declared, 150. So the BYD is leaving, and excuse me, the other Seal is leaving. Oh, 152. That's nice. So there goes our brother, I guess. We're talking about the cars. Look at the black car. It really looks sleek. The Seal is looking amazing, by the way. Yeah, the design is same as the Model 3, gorgeous. It seems like we are capping here at 152. Okay, decided to check out outside. It says here 154. This is what the station is delivering. So there's at least 2 kilowatts going for heating up the battery, and heat lost on the cables. But inside it says 152. We just reached 50% in 18 minutes. And pull into the battery 38, or excuse me, that's delivered into the car. So the car, I don't think it says here how much it got in. That's another info that's missing here. It's not telling you how much kilowatts went into the battery. And guys, we just dropped to 120. So you're getting a picture of the charging curve. Just when I'm about to stop recording, it dropped further. So interesting, by 60%, will it go down below 100? Because I feel like this LFP battery, and considering its size, which is similar to Tesla, at least the one I have, the charging curve is very similar. By 60%, it'll just go down. Yep, just as I expected. We're down to 93 kilowatts on 60%. So we're here almost for a half hour. Still pulling 70 at 70%. Up to 100, still half an hour remaining. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the car from the outside. It really looks stunning. But hopefully you watch my night review or night tour of the car. Well, the charging station says just past 30 minutes. We got to 70%, which is really good. Considering we arrived a little bit under 10. So that's decent, considering the battery wasn't maybe preheated properly. Maybe if it was, we would be already at 80%, maybe 85. So considering everything, that's fine. Even if you don't have chargers every 250 kilometers, if it's like every 300, this will still be fine. Okay, I just picked up my camera. It's just a weird charging curve. It jumped to 80. Now it like straight 80, and then it dropped a little bit. But you can see the charging curve is going up and then down, then up and down, which is really weird. I've never seen this on other cars. It's usually just gradually going down, but once it goes down, it never goes up. This one, it's really interesting. Okay, a little update. At 85, we just dropped to 50 kilowatts. And actually, this is now the point where there's no point sitting on the charger. Oh, 42. Because just the charging rate is so slow. Well, 90% still pulling 45 kilowatts, which is good. Now, 95% still pulling strong 45 kilowatts. I did Saw this with other LFP batteries, which is great, but yeah, I think we'll be here for 45 minutes to finish up, maybe close to an hour as the estimate was, but it was slightly less than the initial estimate. Well, 97 we've started dropping to 30 and then 20 kilowatts, but I will in the end. And we're at 99%, it's pulling 21 kilowatts. Wow. I mean, okay, just dropped to 12, but you know, the classical batteries, they go way down, but this one's like fighting to the end. That's one of the pros for the LFP, plus the double the cycles. Now we're about to finish up. I will see the charging station, what was the exact time. We did start a little bit around 30 or 31, 32, but it should be an hour. So usually you won't charge to 100% when you hit, like, generally speaking 80, you just continue driving and then go to another fast charger, or you go home, but you won't be charging for an hour. But this is just a preview of how much it takes to charge up to 100% on a DC or the fast DC charger. Okay, finished up. Yeah, let's get out and see. It took 58 minutes, so a little bit less than an hour. Total delivered power 82. So back in the car, just to show you the range at 100%, it's 507. One thing that I just noticed is, look at this, the car is recuperating normally at 100%, which is weird. In most cars, when you hit 100%, recuperation is very low or none. But on this one, it works. Well guys, we're leaving sunny Zadar, going to Zagreb. It's very foggy and cloudy there, but we're starting with 88%. I started from the house with 90%. So just a little reference, I'm passing with 50% Yancha rest stop, which is currently closed on both sides. This is going to be petrol instead of Crodux. You can see the difference. They're actually fast. And there's a Tesla supercharger, so it might get open soon. Well guys, I'm just entering Zagreb here. 4% range is 0, I guess. Doesn't display any range anymore. Well guys, I've arrived with 2% plugged in. This charger is only 50 kilowatts. You can see it's going to take almost 2 hours to charge the car, which is kind of slow to get to 100%.